One from the outside, Aaliyah Abrahams of Guyana, but no one at the moment can live with the flat speed of Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Look how far ahead she is of a world-class field in behind her at the moment, and she's going further away. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, keep your eye on the clock here for a 400-metre flat season opener, 48.76. Wow.
The world of track and field has witnessed countless remarkable athletes, but Sydney McLaughlin stands out as a phenomenon. Her journey from a promising young talent to the world record holder in the 400-meter hurdles is a tale of relentless determination, unparalleled talent, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. What drives an athlete to push beyond the limits of what's considered possible? How does a rivalry ignite the spark that leads to historic achievements? And what does it take to break one's own world record repeatedly? This is the story of how Sydney McLaughlin became a legend, pushing the boundaries of human performance and inspiring a generation. To truly understand Sydney's meteoric rise, we must go back to the 2019 World Championships in Doha. It was here that she faced off against Dalilah Muhammad in a race that would forever be etched in track and field history. The rivalry between McLaughlin and Muhammad was one of the most intense the sport had ever seen. Muhammad, a seasoned athlete, had already made a name for herself, having set a new world record earlier that year with a time of 52.20 seconds. Sydney, on the other hand, was the rising star everyone had their eyes on. The race was nothing short of electrifying. Both athletes were neck and neck, hurdling with incredible speed and precision. As they approached the final stretch, it was anyone's game. By the smallest of margins, Dalilah Muhammad pulled ahead, crossing the finish line first in 52.16 seconds and setting another world record. Sydney, despite giving it her all, finished second with an impressive 52.23 seconds, her personal best at that time. You might think that losing such a high-stakes race would be disheartening, but for Sydney, it was quite the opposite. This loss became a turning point in her career. It lit a fire within her, pushing her to train harder and refine her technique. She used this moment as motivation, determined to come back stronger and faster. In 2021, Sydney truly showed the world what she was made of. The first major highlight was at the US Olympic Trials. She didn't just win the race, she shattered the world record with a time of 51.90 seconds. This performance was a clear message. Sydney was ready to dominate the Tokyo Olympics, and dominate she did. In the finals at Tokyo, she outdid herself yet again, breaking her own record with an astonishing 51.46 seconds. Watching her race was like witnessing history in the making, and she made it look almost effortless. But Sydney wasn't done yet. In 2022, she continued her assault on the record books. First up were the US Nationals. Not only did she rise to the occasion, but she also set a new world record, clocking in at 51.41 seconds. Later that year, at the World Championships, she stunned everyone once more by smashing her own record yet again, this time with an incredible 50.68 seconds. This wasn't just breaking a record, it was redefining the limits of what was possible in the 400-meter hurdles. Moving into 2023, Sydney's dominance showed no signs of waning. She remained unbeatable in the 400-meter hurdles. But what's truly impressive is her versatility. She started competing in the 200 meters and the 400 meters as well. And guess what? She excelled in those events too. Her performances across these different events showcased her extraordinary talent and athleticism, proving that she's not just a specialist, but a well-rounded track and field superstar. The 2024 US Olympic Trials were buzzing with excitement and anticipation, especially with Sydney McLaughlin set to compete in the 400-meter hurdles. Everyone was talking about her. Fans, commentators, and fellow athletes were eager to see if she could outdo herself once again. After all, she had already broken the world record 4 times, and the big question on everyone's mind was whether she had another record-breaking performance in her.
Women's 400 hurdles final, Sydney McLaughlin right in the middle, there she is.
A perfect lane draw for Sydney because we know that she is going to get out hard and her chief competitors are in front of her, so she's going to want to cover them early. Anna Cockrell also off to a strong start, and Shamir Little fading a little bit on the backstretch.
If you were with us yesterday, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone promised to let it all hang out today. She's gone out quite well through the first half, but Anna Cockrell's right there. I expect a move from Sydney now.
Jasmine Jones running well, second from the left. She's gone by Dalilah Muhammad. Look at Anna Cockrell coming on. Jasmine Jones has gone by Shamir Little. It's going to be a home stretch fight for that spot. There's no question about the lead and the victory. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone.
When the race finally began, Sydney was in lane 5. At the starting gun, the field got off to a fairly even start, but Sydney quickly took a slight lead within the first 200 meters. This was a bit different from her usual races, where she often took a commanding lead right from the start. It seemed like she had a more measured strategy this time, conserving her energy for a powerful finish. As the race progressed, Sydney began to pull away. Her form was flawless, her speed unmatched. By the 250-meter mark, she had opened up a significant lead. The crowd was on its feet, cheering her on as she approached the final stretch. Sydney powered through the last 100 meters with incredible strength and determination, leaving her competitors far behind. When she crossed the finish line, the clock read 50.65 seconds. The crowd erupted in applause and cheers. She had done it again, breaking her own world record for the 5th time. The significance of this achievement was immense. Not only did she secure her spot on the US team for the Paris Olympics, but she also pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible in the 400-meter hurdles. Sydney's reaction was a mix of disbelief and joy. She later told reporters, "Honestly, I wasn't expecting that time, knowing that there is more there and there is more to fix, just as a confidence booster heading into Paris." Her humility and focus on continuous improvement were truly inspiring. The track and field community were quick to weigh in on Sydney's latest record-breaking run. Many were astounded by her ability to consistently set new world records and improve her times. One analyst mentioned, "Sydney is not just breaking records, she's redefining the sport. Her technique, speed, and mental toughness are unparalleled." The possibility of Sydney breaking the elusive 50-second barrier in the 400-meter hurdles became a hot topic of discussion. If anyone can do it, it's Sydney. She's shown us time and again that she's capable of things we once thought impossible. Another expert commented, "Sydney McLaughlin's impact on track and field extends beyond just her records. She's inspiring a new generation of athletes with her performances and her attitude towards continuous improvement." Her journey is a powerful reminder that with hard work and determination, the limits of what's possible are always expanding. As we look forward to the Paris Olympics, there's a palpable sense of excitement to see just how far Sydney can push the boundaries of the 400-meter hurdles. Watching her race is witnessing history in the making, and it's clear that her story is far from over. What does the future hold for Sydney McLaughlin? Will she break the elusive 50-second barrier? And how will she continue to inspire and redefine the sport of track and field? Sydney McLaughlin's journey is a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and unyielding ambition. From her early days as a rising star to her current status as the dominant force in the 400-meter hurdles, she has consistently pushed the limits of what is possible in her sport. Her rivalry with Dalilah Muhammad may have sparked her initial drive, but it is her internal fire and commitment to excellence that have propelled her to new heights. Her record-breaking performances are not just milestones, they are redefining the sport itself. With each race, Sydney continues to inspire and motivate, proving that with hard work and determination, the sky's the limit. As we eagerly anticipate her future performances, one thing is clear: Sydney McLaughlin is far from done, and the best is yet to come. What are your thoughts on this remarkable athlete? Let us know in the comments below.